Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome back to another Friday Favorites and Flops. It's Memorial Day weekend. Oh my gosh, it's the end of May. It is the unofficial start of summer, at least here in the US. Like Memorial Day usually kicks off like the summer season here. And I'm kind of looking forward to this summer. I feel like we have had such a long period of rain in Oregon this year that I'm actually kind of ready for summer. What I'm not ready for is like the oppressive heat. Really hope we don't have another episode here where we have like that heat dome situation that we had last summer. If you follow the news at all, I think this actually made national news because it got like, it was like 117 degrees here, like at our house. I live in Oregon, not in Death Valley. So that type of heat is super excessive, and I have never experienced that level of heat before. And so it feels like you can't breathe. I don't know how the people that live in like Arizona or New Mexico, I don't know how you do it on like a regular basis. Bless you for being able to make it through those yearly heat waves that you guys get. So anyway, I'm ready for this weekend. My husband is back in town and I am so thankful. I have really missed him, and I have informed him that he's not going anywhere anytime soon again. So I do have an update that I want to share at the end of this video, just a little update about my Instagram drama or situation that I'm dealing with. I'll save it for the end. So if you don't want to like listen to that, it'll be at the end of the video. You'll be able to skip out. But in the meantime, let's talk about things that I was loving this past week. And I have a really great sale on something that I love that I want to share with you guys. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with my perfume pick of the week. And if you missed it, at the beginning of this week, I finally shared my first round of Baccarat Rouge 540 dupes that I found that I think are amazing dupes. If you missed that video, I will go ahead and link it down below. But after filming that, I had the dupes sitting here in my office because I just didn't take them back into my closet where I store my perfumes. So all this week I've been reaching for the Ambery Saffron from Dossier. I love Dossier. I really find that a lot of their fragrances are very similar, if not spot on dupes of the originals. I have had great luck with so many of the fragrances that I picked up from there. They're not all like exact. There are like slight variations, but sometimes that actually works out in my favor. I tend to get really good lasting power from these, so I love them. Ambery Saffron is their like dupe or take on the Baccarat Rouge 540. I think it smells incredibly similar, and I get pretty good wear off of this one. I will say there were a couple of people that said that this one fades on them a little bit faster than most fragrances. I kind of douse myself with this one, and I also spray it like on my clothing. It smells so good, you guys. It smells so good. It is just this really unique, woody, just beautiful blend. Like it just is so interesting. The notes in this are saffron and orange blossom. Those are your top notes. There is jasmine, plum, and cedarwood as your mid notes, and then the base notes are oak moss, fir balsam, and amber. It just is absolutely beautiful. And if you at all love the original, which I do have, so I was able to compare them right next to each other, to my nose, incredibly similar. This is maybe, gosh, is it maybe ever so slightly sweeter? It's definitely not as sweet as the Ariana Grande. the Cloud perfume. There we go. It's not as sweet as that. This is more spot on to the original than the Cloud, but I love this one. And I think Dossier just has a really great selection of fragrances. Whether you're looking for something from Jo Malone or you want to dupe a Tom Ford fragrance, which I think investing in the like OG perfumes, if you have the money for it, definitely go for it. But I do think that if you can find a less expensive alternative that smells almost exactly like the real thing or like the real thing, why not invest in the cheaper option? Save the rest of the money for something else, or purchase multiple fragrances from Dossier so that you can have a bigger fragrance selection to choose from. I am someone who loves perfume. I did get a comment on a video that was like, wow, you really love perfume. I do. I love it. It makes me so happy. It is something that I personally love investing in because not only does it brighten my mood, but it also triggers memories for me. And I love that about fragrance. Fragrance can just take you back to the time maybe when you got married, when you got engaged, when you had your first kid, when you were a child growing up, you know, like eating a certain type of ice cream. Like it's just scent can really trigger so many memories, and I love that. That's why I love fragrance so much. So anyway, Dossier is a great company. Check them out. I will put a link down below. They also offer something called catch payment now, so that allows you to earn rewards that you can use towards future purchases. I'll put all the information down below, but definitely check them out. If you tend to try different dupe companies and you've never tried Dossier, I have loved them and I think they're amazing. And yeah, anyway, so this is a great dupe if you're at all interested in something that costs like a couple $100s less, basically. So anyway, let's go next with Droplette is having an amazing sale for the Memorial Day weekend. They sent me a code to be able to give to you guys. If you use the link down below, you can get 25% off the Droplette device, and they will also send you a mini box of their different formulas so that you can sample some of the different formulas that are available from Droplette. Personally, I love the collagen formula. So, and I do want to let you guys know, if you have the device and you have had any issues with it, I really hope you're contacting their customer service, because their customer service is amazing. If they cannot troubleshoot whatever your issue is with the device, they'll just send you a new one, a replacement. So do not hesitate to reach out to them and tell them if you are experiencing problems with the device not distributing the mist out properly. They will help fix the problem. So just know that they really stand behind this product, and I love that about them. I have had mine for, I think it's been over 8 months now. This is still my original one. She is kicking and she is fantastic. Like, no issues with mine whatsoever. And I'm not trying to say like if you buy this you're gonna have an issue. If you happen to, just contact them. They're amazing. I do also want to let you guys know, if you do try the device, make sure that you cycle through multiple cycles. So don't just hit the on button once. There's quite a bit of product in each of these capsules. I do 3 passes over my face. I mean, I could also just spread it out like on other areas of my body, but I really like pumping that like collagen formula into my face because it makes my skin so hydrated. Like way better hydration, I feel like, than a moisturizer, because this soaks, like it gets deeper into the skin immediately. A lot of moisturizers take a little while to work their way into the skin, and then sometimes you can be left with like a greasy finish depending on what the moisturizer is. This soaks right into the skin. There is literally no residue left behind, and it plumps my pores, it hydrates my under eyes. I use it over my lips. I feel like it plumps my lips up. Now, in fairness, I do still have some lip filler in here. I haven't done the lip filler in a while, it just is left over from the last time that I did it. So, but I do think that it kind of like almost like re-ups that filler a little bit and makes my lips look more hydrated. I love their collagen formula. I really haven't tried the other ones. Quite frankly, I'm waiting for them to come out with some other formulations. They do have a glycolic as well as a retinol, so if you're curious about those, that's available. They sent me this original one, by the way. I maintain my monthly subscription of the 30 pack of the collagen myself, so that gets charged to my credit card every single month. I don't have to continue to use this device. Like, I was never under any obligation when they sent it in the first place. And I continue to spend my own money on the replacement capsules every single month because I love this device so much. I know there's a ton of devices out there, so please choose carefully. Choose what is best suited to your needs. I don't want to push this on you guys, but it is a really good deal. They're running an amazing sale, and they are going to send along a sample pack as well so that you can try some of the different formulas maybe before you commit to the one that you do the monthly subscription for. But do know that there is a monthly subscription that continues. You don't have to do the 30-day supply like I do. They also have a 12 pack that you can do as well, which is not quite as expensive. You don't have to use it every day. I use it every day because this is basically my morning moisturizer. But you know, you can also just do it every 2 days, once a week, whatever works for you. So I love it. I'm still using it. I think it's a good sale that they're having, so I thought I'd let you guys know. All right, quick update on the JVN hair care. This week I was using the Embody line. This is the volumizing shampoo and conditioner. Love it. Like, it's almost as hydrating as the Nurture line, I feel like. Now, I don't know that I would say that I get like crazy volume or body from it, but it certainly doesn't weigh my hair down. It hydrates it beautifully. I think I almost prefer the smell of this one. It's like a slightly fruity, fresh smell. The Nurture smells great too. The fragrances, by the way, in these are very, very light. What I have loved about this line so far is that it's pretty affordable compared to a lot of the other high-end hair care that you can find at Sephora or Ulta or, you know, and it works well. This formula focuses on the hemisqualane as like their kind of main ingredient that like floats throughout all of the different products that JVN has. And it really is hydrating without being greasy or heavy. And as someone with fine, thin hair, I have to be careful with that. This is great. I totally see myself repurchasing this. If you're in the market at all to try a new hair care line, I think you should check the JVN out. I think they have some great stuff. On their website, they have a few different bundles that are an amazing deal, and I'll link the JVN products to their actual website down below, because when you sign up for their, you know how everybody does like sign up for the emails, you get like 10, 15, 20% off. I think they do 15% off. So that's a really good deal. I would highly suggest. And I think they participate in Rakuten as well. Also, I wanted to let you know that the JVN Complete Instant Recovery Serum, which is essentially their like leave-in treatment to protect your hair. I've been using this all week. Look at the dent I've made in here. Yeah, I love this. I wish it was in like a squeeze tube, because I have a lot of weird things that like weird quirks I'm developing like the older I get. I don't like sticking my fingers into tubs, especially when it comes to things like skincare. It's not as big of a deal for me with hair care, but I also just think you know, it might be nice just to have this in a squeeze tube, because the glass also kind of scares me. I have butterfingers, especially when I'm getting ready in the morning. I tend to have like a lot of products that I put on, and so my hands can be a little slippery. So I'm always very careful with this, but my fear is that one of these days I'm gonna totally drop it and have it shatter. But this is wonderful. There's no silicones in here. It's sulfate free, it's color safe, it's a vegan formula. This one smells really, really nice. Again, really light fragrance, but yeah. I mean, look at my hair. It's shiny, it's soft, it's not weighed down. The only thing that I have in my hair as far as styling products besides this is just a little bit of the Orbe mousse. That's it. So, and I mean like a little bit of the Orbe mousse. I'm using that very sparingly, probably because I paid a small fortune for it. But anyway, yeah, love it. Yeah. I really like the way my hair looks. I think it looks healthy and shiny and it makes me happy. All right. So I don't talk a lot about nail polish on my channel because I'm not like a huge nail polish person. My friend Susan, she loves her some nail polish. I'm not a big nail polish person, but I do love this Nailtopia line, and this is what I bring to the pedicure place that I go to. I never use the polishes that they have. I always bring my own, and I also bring the Nailtopia base and top coat. My toenail polish stays on forever. It does not chip. This is an amazing polish. If you've never checked them out, it's available through the Nailtopia website, but they're also available at Ulta. They have so many amazing colors, and right now on my toes, I have the green Goddess. Whoa, this green for like the spring is absolutely perfect. In fact, the nail tech at the salon was like, this is the prettiest color I've ever seen. And I was like, isn't it? This is beautiful. I wish I painted my nails. I don't know. That means that I have to not do things for like a chunk of time. And that is hard for me as a multitasker. So I don't paint my nails. I do have my toenails painted. I only go, and during the summer months, I treat myself to a once a month pedicure. Like that's like my mom retreat for myself. But during the rest of the year, I paint my own toenails when I don't go get the pedicures. So I always use these Nailtopia polishes, and they're fantastic. Highly recommend. I did a review of this yesterday. I actually showed myself, myself and I applying this to my skin so that you could see what it looks like. This is the Wander Beauty Pack Up and Glow Priming SPF. This is an SPF 40. If you watched that video yesterday, you know all the ins and outs of this, but I really like this SPF. I do think you have to like a little bit of a glow, so those of you with an oily skin type, you might want to watch that video first. But if you are dry, if you have normal skin, if you have combination skin, and especially if you prefer more of a glow to you, check this out. This is new from Wander Beauty, and it's wonderful. And then my eyeshadow palette this week has been the Lorac Pro. I think this is the Pro 2. Do you guys, the gray one? I feel like this is the Pro 2. Anyway, I have been using all of my old Lorac palettes for the last several weeks, and I love them. This one is actually still available, so I'll link it down below. But yeah, this is wonderful. And one more thing before I get into my little update here. I made a commitment to finish this blush by the end of the year, and I've hit pan. Look, you guys, I'm doing it. I'm finishing a blush. I love this blush, and as soon as I finish it, I'm totally gonna purchase the full size. I don't remember where I got this mini from. I'm sure it was like from an order that I placed on the Tarte website at one point in my life, but this is the shade Party. There's a lot of A's, that's why I said it that way. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. Fantastic if you have oily skin, just saying. This is what I have on as my blush today. And it's just really, I love it. It's just a great blush when you're like, I don't know what to do with my face. Like if you have like a really fancy eye makeup situation going on and you want the rest of your face to just be kind of neutral, this is a great one to reach for. So anyway, love that. All right, so I'm gonna do the Instagram update now. So if you're not interested in that, thanks for taking the time to watch. I hope you have a great weekend, and let's get into the Instagram. All right, if you watched one of my videos this week where I shared the story of how I am currently being used in like a catfish situation. Really the worst part of the situation is that these people, they not only stole my images from my Instagram account, they also stole images of my daughter, which is incredibly disturbing. I will link the video down below. One of the things that I really stressed is if you have an Instagram account, I don't care if it's private, if you have your children on that Instagram account, I want you to know that Instagram will not proactively help you remove the images of your child. I am still dealing with this situation. It is incredibly frustrating. I have now taken the time to report every single picture of Stella. I've obviously reported the pictures of me as well. By the way, this account is one that is, they are asking people for banking information. It's a scam account. It's a money scam, right? So I am the face of that, and that sucks because I am a very honest person. I would never dream of scamming anyone, and I hate that I and my kid are being used to do that. Now, the most important thing to me is to get Stella off of this page, which is still very much active. I know so many of you have spent so much of your time reporting it, and you report it every single day, and I want you to know that unfortunately, I don't think that that's doing anything, and that sucks. Personally, I'm gonna continue to report it because it's my job as a mom to continue with the process, but I just don't want you to feel like you wasted your time. I mean, obviously, I feel like you have, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you are trying, that you have tried, that you continue to try to help me to get this page taken down, but I have decided that I was going to send all of the information that Instagram asked for to remove Stella. So I sent them her birth certificate. I sent a picture of me holding her birth certificate. I sent them my government issued ID. I sent them a picture of me holding my government issued ID. And Instagram said that they, for the first few images that I sent them the information for, they were like, oh yeah, this looks like it goes against our guidelines. We will remove the images. Guess what? The images are still up. They're still up. So then I went through and I re-reported the images, and I also took the time to report the rest of the images of Stella as well. It is a lengthy process. Instagram does not make it easy for you to be able to prove that someone has stolen images of your kid. And every time that I have reported these images, I have had to unblock this account so that I can get the link to the picture. And unfortunately, because they are putting it in this weird like tile format, I don't even know how to explain this to you. If you go look at the account, I'll link it. I won't link it. I'll just put the name of it down below. If you want to go look it up, feel free. The way that they're doing it makes it incredibly difficult because some of the images of Stella are in like multiple picture tiles. And so, you guys, Instagram is responding back at this point with, they're basically thinking that I'm having trouble logging in. That's the response, the automated response that I got from the, how many did I do yesterday? I think I did like 8 yesterday. I think I reported 8 images yesterday. And I received like 8 messages back from Instagram saying, oh, it looks like you are having trouble logging into your account. Here are links to help you log into. That's not what I'm doing. I went through their specific link in their help center that says fill out this form if the child is under 13 years of age, which Stella is. She's under 13. She's 10. She just turned 10. So, I mean, I thought since doing that they would take it seriously, but no. In fact, their robot or whoever it's not a person. Clearly, a person is not helping me. And I cannot get a hold of a person at Instagram because people don't exist there, apparently. It is all run by I don't know what. So get your kids off of Instagram, because if you do not want this to happen to you, you have to be proactive. Of the millions and millions of users on this platform, I never once in my life imagined that my image would get stolen and used to create a fake account that someone is using to scam other people. I never thought that would happen because, again, there are millions and millions of users on this platform. Why would I get picked, right? It's funny, Craig and I used to actually watch the show Catfished, and we were literally like, oh my gosh, like it really sucks to have that happen, but that'll never happen to us. Yeah, no, it happened to me. Someone can just screenshot whatever you have on your Instagram, and then they can open a new page, and yeah, and this person or this group of people obviously have multiple accounts because the people that are always commenting on the pictures of me or the pictures of Stella, it's always the same people. So this person is basically like engaging with themselves to like, I guess, up their engagement. The most asinine part is that this page is growing. It has gotten more followers. So some people are falling for it, and I mean, they must be blind, because earlier in the feed, there are pictures of a completely different woman who is not me, who they are trying to pass off as me. Also, there's like some weird post of, they stole some nail art picture and put that into a tile format. I don't have long nails. Those are not my nails. But yeah, I'm sure they stole that from someone else. So your stuff isn't safe. And I don't even care if you have your account on private, it doesn't matter. Anyone can hack into your account. So also make sure that you use that two-factor authentication. Make sure that you have multiple ways for Instagram to get in touch with you if someone hacks into your account, or get those codes that you need and copy them on your phone, so that if you are ever locked out of your account, you have those codes available to be able to get back into your account. If you don't do that stuff, you do not have a safe account. And if it's public, unfortunately, I learned that it's fair game, right? It's fair game to just take your pictures, and Instagram will not, they won't take them down. So at this point, the only reason that I'm still continuing with this little project here is to, one, warn you guys so that it does not happen to you. Take your children off. Like, if you're fine with your image being used for the face of something else, that's one thing. But I have now learned that they don't ask permission. No one asks me, hey, can I take pictures of your kid to like use for my scam? No one asks. They're just going to take those images. And if you don't want your child to be the face of a scam, then I would suggest just removing them altogether. I don't think, at this point, I have a very jaded view of Instagram, and I don't think any children should ever be posted on there. I mean, I guess you could do the same for Facebook. My Facebook is private. I don't accept, so some of you have sent me in Facebook friend requests. I don't accept those. That's the one thing that I just keep for like my actual family and friends that I know, to be able to share pictures of Stella there. And I have that account completely secured at this point too. I have literally gone through everything with a fine-tooth comb, changed passwords, done all the things that I needed to do, but again, it's probably still not enough, and I probably shouldn't even post pictures there. So just learn. I hope that you can learn something from this, because social media can be a lot of fun, and I hate that it has now kind of in a way been ruined for me, because it is a source of, it is how I keep track of a lot of friends. Like, it's how we communicate. It's how I communicate with a lot of you. I send so many DMs back and forth with you guys, and it just breaks my heart that now I feel like everyone is a potential scammer, and that sucks. Like, I used to never have that outlook, but you need to just assume that everyone is an evil person. That sounds awful. And maybe that's a little bit too far, but you just don't know. And I think at the very least, I think as adults, we know what the consequences are, and it's okay if we decide to put ourselves out there, but our kids, they don't often give us permission, right? Like, we're proud parents. We share our children because we're proud of our kids. That's the only reason I've ever shared Stella, is because she's funny. She's amazing. I love her. I'm so proud of her. She is like my whole world, right? Like, this one, I only have one kid. Like, she is my everything. I would literally give a limb, an organ. I would give her my eyeballs if she needed them. Right? But I feel like I have failed her in this situation by exposing her. And you guys have said, don't blame yourself. It's too late for that. Like, I am the type of person where I am big on personal responsibility, and it was a decision that I made, and it was obviously a poor decision. I don't want you to make the same decisions if this is at all, if your child's privacy is important to you, which I hope that it is. Hopefully I can spread just a little bit of awareness, but I want you to know that as of right now, Instagram still hasn't done jack, squat, diddly, nothing. After I sent them all of that information, she is still on their page, still on their page. As far as going to the police, my local police department told me to get a hold of Instagram. They can't help me. So Stella is safe and sound here in my house. She is not, I can't think about that, but I have possession of my child, so they cannot help me. Also, police are very short-staffed. They don't have time for this. So, yeah. I will continue to spread awareness. I will do that because I think that that is something that I can do now that is very proactive and that can potentially save you some heartache. So that's what I'm doing. I will update you again when I have another update. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you for watching. I know this was like a big extra thing at the end of the video, but I just hope that I can just prevent this from happening to someone else. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.